The world is naturally made without borders, but it is man who imposes boundaries to separate man from man. One of the oldest and still standing man-made borders is, of course, the Great Wall of China. It was built to separate China and Mongolia. Man creates different ways to create boundaries relying on natural boundaries, building a heavily guarded barrier or simply placing a marker. The borders often say a lot about the neighboring countries' relationship from each other, whether they are amicable or hostile. Here are 20 of the most awesome photos of unusual borders, man-made and natural, from around the world. Malaysia and Singapore. This bridge connects the two Southeast Asian nations together. Note the difference in road surface between Malaysia and Singapore. US and Mexico. This photo features the famous border that separates US and Mexico, US barren desert on the left and bustling Mexico on the right. It makes 350 million legal crossings every year, making it the most frequently crossed border in the world. It is 2,000 miles long. Argentina, Brazil and Paraguay. The triple frontier is the point wherein the Iguazu and Parana rivers converge. It is also the point that separates the three South American countries Argentina, Brazil, and Paraguay. North Korea and South Korea. The border that separates North Korea and South Korea is full of tension and heavily guarded. The location of the picture is in DMZ or Korean Demilitarized Zone, where both North and South Korean forces have to stand facing each other. Norway and Sweden. Daredevils on a snowmobile prepare to ride down the cleared path which serves as the border between Norway and Sweden. Greece and Turkey. The bridge marks which side is Greece and which is Turkey. You will again notice the difference in the state of the road, lamppost, and fence used by the two countries. Netherlands and Belgium. That's how Netherlands and Belgium separate themselves. A line of marked tiles. You can certainly have a cup of coffee on the Dutch side at Barle Nassau Frontier Cafe, and then get up and have a smoke at Belgium's side. Brazil, Venezuela and Guyana. The breathtaking empty Roraima is triangular in form, and marks a natural triple border among the three South American countries Brazil, Venezuela, and Guyana. Former West and East Berlin. Post-World War II, when Berlin was divided, halide bulbs were used to light up West Berlin by the Allies while sodium bulbs were used for East Berlin. The use of lighting difference is still apparent today. Macau and China. In Macau, drivers drive on the left-hand side and in China, they drive on the right-hand side. This led to urban planners and engineers building a rather twisted border crossing to accommodate both driving styles. India and Pakistan. One of the most noteworthy borders is the one in India and Pakistan, because of the daily spectacle when the flags are lowered. It has created quite a tourist draw. The opposing border guards in both countries try to outdo each other in a set of choreographed marches and performances, drawing the crowd to cheer or boo, whatever side they're on. Hungary, Austria and Slovakia. In a small park, you can actually have a picnic with a friend in Austria and Slovakia, while you are in Hungary. The triangular-shaped picnic table is the tri-point, and has the flags to mark the borders. Northern and Southern Hemisphere. Middle of the road park, located in Ecuador, marks the point of 0 degrees latitude, separating the Earth's northern and southern hemisphere. Bosnia and Croatia. Isn't it funny if your next-door neighbor lives in a completely different country as you? It's interesting to see the remarkable difference between the state of the building on the Bosnian and Croatian side. US and Canada. Derby Line is a town that straddles the US-Canada border. Many buildings and homes pass between the border. Sometimes, a family watches TV in the living in Canada and then have dinner in US. Derby Line is home to the Haskell Free and the Opera House, both built on the border on purpose. The line signifies the division between both North American nations. Haiti and Dominican Republic. You can see the apparent difference in the two countries' environment protection laws. Haiti's side of the border is more barren compared to the protected rainforests of the other side, the Dominican Republic, Argentina and Chile. A statue of Jesus is erected in the Andes Mountains that divides Argentina and Chile. The statue is a symbol of peace among both South American nations, Spain and Portugal. This is probably the only zipline ride in the world that can take you from one country to another. It is 2,362 feet long. Brazil and Bolivia. The view from space shows the two neighboring countries, Brazil and Bolivia, having a stark contrast from each other. Brazil is now mostly urbanized and deforested most of the Amazon rainforest in their area, whereas Bolivian forests are still pristine and untouched. Spain and Morocco. The border between Spain and Morocco is a 20-feet fence constructed in Ceuta built to stop illegal immigration and smuggling. If you liked this video, make sure to subscribe to our channel. Wait, we are not done yet. Here are more videos on the screen that you would love to watch.